Well, coming up on LiveWire, we've got a great show for you today. It's about film and television and all about wonderful things that are happening and events that are about to happen that you can attend. So stay tuned for LiveWire right after this. Here we are, and it's really, there are so many events about to happen. Sit down, get a pencil and a piece of paper or something, meet Martin Anaya, who is Mr. Sacramento International Film Festival, and meet Cecilia Romo, who is a filmmaker. I read the whole list of things that you do, and we can talk about that, okay? Yeah. Okay, cool. And Vincent D. Miles, who is been around forever. Well, not that long, but a long time.
Long time.
And he is director of the Sacramento Black Film Festival, right?
Sacramento International Black Film
International. I forgot. Right. Sacramento International Cine Soul, along with everything golden.
Thank you, sir.
Wow. Just to have these two, you three all together and to talk about this is amazing. Should be an hour-and-a-half show.
I just want to interview you one of these times.
Okay.
That's what I want to do,
I'm
Ray.
thinking that,
I want to talk to you about your theater background and all the wonderful things in the current play that you got. That's what I want to talk about.
1956, the first show.
Wow.
Yes. I played the little boy that ran after the gingerbread boy and wanted a bite.
Really?
This is why.
Really?
And you
Why
got a
should I
bite,
run?
and you've been bit by it ever since.
Ever since, yeah.
Wow.
This is why we have to have the Ray Tatter Theater.
That's what. Well,
I'm making a proclamation for it
It's
now.
going to happen.
Folks.
It's going to happen.
This is my talk show, okay?
Oh, okay. Sorry.
I'm talking to you. I'm talking to you.
All right. Well, one day we got to get you on our show and interview you. How
Okay,
about that?
I'll do it.
Deal?
I'll do it.
Okay, good.
So let's talk about, well, let's just start with you.
Yeah, thank you. Well, you know what? Sacramento Film Festival, this is the 28th year. It started its life as the Sacramento Festival of Cinema. It was the brainchild of a gentleman named Ken Knoll, who was coming out of the Crest Theater one night. They were watching some Cantinflas movies. An old Mexican star from back, almost before talkies. And they came out. And Ken says to then Mayor, late Mayor Joe Cerna, you know what this town needs? It needs a film festival. And voila, literally, like overnight, the Sacramento Festival of Cinema was born. It went for about 4 years under the auspices of Mr. Knoll, and then it got transferred to guess where? Access Sacramento.
Access Sacramento, right.
And I was under Ron Cooper, I was the managing director of that event. Wow. And so we did that until 2005, at which time Access Sacramento said, you know what, we're going to keep this little place called Sacramento that you guys created, but you can have the rest of the film festival. And I said, and I was like the dog that caught the car. But at that point, we'd had some experience doing some events. And so since then, we've been growing it. Yeah. So if you take those two pedigrees together, you got 28 years of a film festival and 30 years now of the California Film Foundation.
This is fabulous.
The group that we have saddled up with.
And if you look at the events, they have grown and they are curated so well that people really enjoy seeing the great variety of film that you bring here. I mean, it's not just a LA stopover.
No. Well, and so normally we put the I in international, right? every year we really bring films from all over the world. This last year at the in February with Cine Soul, we had films from all over the Pan African, the entire African diaspora. But right now, this particular year, 28th year, it's all local, baby. It should just be the Sacramento Festival. Just stop right there.
Okay.
No international, because all the filmmakers are local, or at least NorCal, but almost all of them are from Sacramento.
Okay, well, this is coming right up, and this is also kind of a advertisement for people coming to see it. So we're telling them it's on August 18th at 7 p.m., and it goes through August 20th at the California Railroad Museum.
Well, the 18th, that's going to be a party that night. That's our Barbie party, because we're celebrating another Sacramentan who just hit $1 billion at the box office. I think we all know who I'm talking about. You guys know who that is? The first female director to hit $1 billion, born and bred right here in Sacramento. I'm talking about Greta Gerwig, who directed and wrote the Barbie movie.
Amazing.
So we're going to have a Barbie themed party that night. That'll be in Old Sac. You got to go to the website, because it's by quote unquote invitation only, but you can twist our.
Okay, we twist somebody's.
Yeah, you can get in.
Okay, I appreciate that.
Notice too that he is wearing pink.
You know what? You're ready. You're ready, Ray. You're ready for the Barbie party.
Hey, how did this get to be my interview here? I don't know. What are you? Yeah. So that's wonderful. And so we will bring back that in a minute. Let's jump over to Vinny and talk about a little bit.
Yeah, let's talk about it. Yeah.
Okay.
So thank you, first of all, for, again, having me here and my colleagues. So really excited, real pumped to hear for another Cine Soul this Sunday, the 20th. And we got about 11 films that we're going to be screening. As Marty said earlier, we really got the whole local thing going on. And I and everyone else couldn't even be more excited. So, we just really want people to come on out and celebrate black films. And I've said this before, when I say black cinema or Cine Soul, this is for everybody. Just like Italians or Scottish or whatever culture. That's what's the beauty about art, whether it's film or paintings or whatever, is to celebrate our diversity. And this is another reason why when Marty came to me about running Cine Soul.
And this will also be at the Railroad Museum.
Yes, this will be at the California Railroad Museum as well. That's so, it's an awesome venue. I've done venues or events there before. So I'm really excited to have a film festival there. And
you want to tell them the big news about Cine Soul?
Talk about some DT.
We have a very special guest coming in.
Talk about some DT.
Who is it?
Do it, brother.
Should I tell them?
Let them know.
So we are very excited.
Get the scoop right here, bro.
Oh, yeah.
Inside scoop. So we're going to be very excited and confirmed to have Dion Taylor. And right now he has the highest?
The #1 movie on Netflix. Right now. Go check it right now.
Yeah.
#1 movie on Netflix, Fatale, starring Academy Award winner Hilary Swank, and he's going to be with us on Sunday.
Oh, that's great.
Yeah.
Yes, sir. And mainly, I'll tell you why, because Vince is this organization this year with Cine Soul has gotten all these young filmmakers.
Yeah.
So whole idea is learn from the old school and hopefully pass it forward.
That's a good idea.
Yeah. And we're trying to do that for the whole festival this year.
Yeah. Good. And you, madam?
Speaking of the youngsters.
Yes, you youngster, but a good filmmaker, right?
Yeah.
And also, I noticed you had other lists, a director and a producer, and can you do a six-ball juggle?
Juggling, kind of.
Yeah, sure.
Metaphorically, yeah. Yeah, I'm from Sacramento, born and raised here, first generation Latina. My mother is from Jalisco, Mexico. So I just love Sacramento. I love my, being a Latina and punk rock music and stuff like that. And I try to infuse those things into my filmmaking.
Yeah. So it's, I found filmmaking wasn't my bag. It's just so hard in a way because it's so complex. There's just so many areas of input you have to be able to juggle with people. And where is that? He's not here today. What?
It's definitely a different animal. Even in the when you're portraying a role. I remember I was a producer on a movie one time, and I got very fortunate to get a really, really good actor from LA to come up here and be a part of it. And about a day into shooting, they're like, "Hey, man, your big Hollywood actor's not performing for us." And I go, "What are you talking about?" And these guys were stage guys, so they were expecting that he was going to project and do all this, ha ha, like stage actors do. And I'm like, no, man, look at your dailies, look at those close-ups. And then they came back to me the next day and they went, "Oh, you're right. The performance is all right in here.
Yeah.
It's film acting. It's right in here.
Yeah,
you can
yeah.
get that uber close-up. You don't have to pitch to the back row."
Right.
Yeah.
Well, my alienation from it was early. I had won a part at Columbia Studios, and so and I asked where I was going to work, and they said, "You're going to work on 2 shows, Flying Nun." I'm not kidding. And
Sally Field Flying Nun?
Yeah, and I Dream of Jeannie.
Wow.
Oh, that's cool.
That's
So-
amazing.
And so I'm standing next to the cameraman, and he's talking about with the camera and all that. And Sally Fields comes over and says, "So what do you do here?" I said, "Well, I'm an assistant to the director." And she goes, "Oh, okay." That was it. I said,
That was your big brush. for
"Lunch."
fame. Yeah. No,
it was-
just imagine you could have been married with kids and all that. By now.
Yeah, I don't think. But I looked at the show, and the show was so silly, and I think she understood that because her career went up into some really
Are you
amazing
kidding me?
work.
Yeah, and now she's one of the grand dames of cinema.
She is.
She
Yes,
sure
yes,
is.
yes, yes.
Well, I think we got the next grand dame here in the making. When we saw her film Sueños de mi hija come in, I was like, where was she all my life? Because
Yeah.
she said she's been going to Sac State and all that, but we had no clue. We did not know.
We have some photographs we're going to show.
Absolutely.
And who's
Please
going to
do.
narrate them?
Maybe you will, Cecilia.
Where-
We'll
where
see
are
what
they?
they are. I don't know what
Narrate
they
them.
are.
Where
I'll
Are they
look
from
at 'em.
this is
I've
from
been told.
your?
Oh, that's the Digital Odyssey Conference.
Oh, there we go.
Okay, so one of the things that's coming up is what we call the Digital Odyssey Conference. And especially right now, we've been doing this for, like I said, since 2005, we've been doing this thing. And it's for, it's how the sausage is made, right? Mm-hmm. But the deal this year is the sausage is getting made in some pretty peculiar and interesting ways with the advent of AI. Mm-hmm. And with everything that the actors are worried about, that the performers that the musicians are worried about, and a little bit, we're going to have Mr. Hooper on here. He can talk to that because he's a rapper. But, a lot of performers and entertainers and people behind the camera are a little bit worried about this right now. So we're going to have some experts come in and talk about it at our Digital Odyssey Conference. And Nick Leisure is going to be there. He's a big, guy here in Sacramento. Everybody knows who Nick Leisure is. We just had an event with him. That was a packed house, so a lot of people.
Allen.
Mark S. Allen is our host, and this guy, Mr. Miles here, are going to tag team it. So we're going to have a lot of talent both in front and behind the camera. Are going to be talking about this. We're going to have some LA actors that have done some serious things come up. And talk about what it is to be an actor right now with this strike and everything that's going on.
I think that is a really good thing for people who are moving in that direction. Okay. Mm-hmm. All right. Well, we're going to take a short pause for the cause, and we have some things to show the public. And once they're done, they'll come back.
NorCal All-Star, Sueños de mi hija. Check it out. Ask for it by name.
Okay. Well, we'll talk about your film.
Yeah.
Okay.
Excited.
We'll be back in just 30 seconds, maybe 40.
In 4 days. There was an old woman who lived in a shoe. She had so many children. She didn't know what to do.
Did you have a good day at school?
She gave them some broth without any bread.
There you go.
And kissed them all soundly
Night night.
and put them to bed. Hunger is a story we can end. End it at feedingamerica.org.
Ho, we're back with LiveWire with Vincent D. Miles and Martin Anaya.
Guilty.
And a new person here. It's Mr. Hooper.
Yeah,
Mr.
Mr.
Hooper.
Woo!
Good to see you, sir.
Hey, thank you for having me.
It's good to be anywhere, but it's great to be here.
I agree.
So, tell me about the film that
All
you
right.
did over in Turin.
So, Turin, part of the title. Center of Turin is the name of the song that I wrote. It's a story, basically, that encompasses an interaction that I had over in Turin, and gives me an opportunity to show a lot of love for my people over there in Italy. But it was filmed by a crew over in Italy, directed, edited. Everybody on the team was from Italy and speaking their own language.
But
and-
your song.
but my song. But they know that song very well now.
They do.
But so I guess I'm bringing a little international to the international film festival here. But Sarah Tamburo is my director. She did a fantastic job. The video looks amazing. I can't talk too much about it because it's only 3 minutes long. If I give up too many details, then what's
Oh,
a
right,
world
you
what's a
can't.
world premiere?
You can't tell. You know who did it.
Well, you know what it is that we did a podcast the other night. We had him on it. Somebody says, how long have you been in film? And I could see him kind of go, like he kind of did a little take. But, you know, he's shot so many music videos. And music videos, what are they? They're little films.
Yes, they
right?
are.
Yeah.
And so many music videos of directors have gone on to be
Right.
major motion picture film directors.
Well, he asked me that question. I have no clue how many music videos I've been in or shot. So, good question. I'll count one day.
Okay.
But the song, "The Center of Turin," is on my album, "The Passionate Scribblings of a Grammatic Architect." And it's just one of the many pieces, one of the many stories that I have there. And so it's just a wonderful thing to see it come to life. And I appreciate these guys for premiering it at the film festival.
Good. I think it's important. These guys are the ones that kind of keep their eyes open and make the festival what it is,
Right.
and reach out. It's just not whatever the next thing from Hollywood is, or whatever it is. Because a lot of film festivals don't really have people who are always looking for good films and coming up with a festival direction. So it is, let's say, we have to say it to everybody, it's the 28th annual.
Yeah.
Wow.
Can you believe it? Yeah, it's a long time.
Yeah, it is.
And for Cinesol, this is our what?
That's
18th?
right.
18th year. Yeah.
18th year for
Golly.
Cine.
Yeah.
18th
So
year
you
for
can find all
Cinesol.
the information by Sacramento Film Festival, just Googling those
Yeah,
words.
SacramentoFilmFestival.com or Cinesol.
Cinesol.org.
Cinesol.org.
O-R-G.
Okay.
And another thing about this gentleman right here, because we were talking about it the other night on our podcast, but you know, when I found him, it was just being a fan. And I've got to tell you, there's nobody more Sacramento-centric as a performer, as an entertainer than this fella right here. And then he goes over to a country where they don't even speak the language, right? Well, most Italians probably do speak a little
Yeah,
English,
they-
but my point
they
is,
get it in.
you know, everything cuts, and it's just like it's a love fest.
Yeah, no doubt. Yeah, he reminded me how we met the other night. So this guy shows up to a show.
Oh, I can imagine.
Vince
he-
already knows. Vince
Oh,
already knows.
Jesus, I already know how this is going to go
And he's
down.
been rocking with me ever since. So I mean, I got so much love and appreciation for this man right here.
Yeah.
And
He's
all
truly
these,
ride or die.
Yeah, for real.
Yeah,
All these years
yeah.
later, I don't even know what year that was, but it was a ton of them. I'll tell you that.
It was. I mean, man, we're gonna date both of ourselves, as they say. It was some decades ago, I think.
And this
It's
all
all
turns
right.
into what's going to happen next year. And I have been watching, I've been getting these all throughout the years and seeing how creative you've been in bringing in pieces from Turin and other ideas and that have fit in terms of the films that you've chosen and how you've managed to put this together. And it is so wonderful that Sacramento has this now.
Yeah.
It's that mayor who said, well, okay, we'll do something, right? When he walked out of the...
Oh, he didn't need any arm twisting.
He didn't know.
He was
Joe
like,
Cerner, right?
yeah. It was not even like the way the story came to me. It was like, yes, we're going to have a film festival, and come to my office tomorrow morning. We'll make it happen. That's how it went down.
That's great.
And it's that kind of vision. You know, Joe Cerna, and here's the thing, when we talk about a movie like Sueños de mi hija or his film or whatever, we're talking about what Eduardo Nava called the American tapestry, right? The American experience is an interwoven tapestry. It's a coat of many colors, as Dolly Parton used to say, right?
Yeah.
So the point is that you need all those colors to make America what it is, and it's more important now than ever, because I think now we're in this political environment where it's two sides, and it's like, no, it ain't. It's all of us, and we're all together. It's all for one and one for all, and these films like that are exhibited in Cinesol and that are exhibited with the NorCal All-Stars. Part 2, by the way, that she's in, Cecilia, really do exemplify that. And that goes back to Joe Cerna, because he said Sacramento needs to be a city of festivals. That was his vision.
That's right.
And
That's
it's
right. I
still
remember that.
part of the arts, it's supposed to be the arts vision for Sacramento to this day. So we took that literal.
We have some B-roll here. Can you tell me what we're doing? Anybody?
Yeah, let's. I think this will probably be one of the movies. I think there's a movie called Unfix that's going to be playing on Saturday night at 8:30. Again, the LGBT community. One of the big issues that they've always had to deal with is this idea of fixing.
Yeah.
And I'll let maybe we
Fixing,
can sit on the
fixing.
other side. Yeah, maybe.
Let's have a look.
I recently had a relative contact me, and he urged I find my authentic self, or warned I would never be happy.
What do you think he was referring to when he said never be happy?
Well, for one, he was a closeted homosexual.
Do I have permission to touch your forearm?
He's a good kid, just give him a chance, all right?
Hey.
Yeah, I'm here. Wait, who's at the cafe?
I offered them a place to stay. This is Ari. Ari,
hold on,
this is John and Max.
Yeah, we're gonna
They've
go.
already agreed to a strict lockdown quarantine, okay? Distancing, mask, sanitizer, the works.
You need to tell him. Or I will. We agreed this would be confidential.
I know.
What is your
Huh? Have to either act on it or move on already.
A Wallenmeyer family and the son, they can all rot in hell.
A what, no big cash
Oh
savings?
my God, just stop.
What did they say? He's a hustler. He had no intention of paying you back. You believe me now?
I don't know.
No one's ever helped me out of a panic attack like that before.
I don't understand what you're talking
Just
about.
how long have you been seeing him?
There's one person on this planet who knows you. It's me.
Every woman's ideal man is a gay guy fixed by good old-fashioned conversion therapy. So.
My God, your father is dead.
$80,000 in therapy debt, and that's the best you got?
Bravo. So, Graham Streeter?
Yeah, that gentleman, that filmmaker is Graham Streeter, and that movie's called Unfix, and it's about this idea of gay people that you try to fix them and make them go straight, and about the devastation that it causes. But it's an amazing thriller. Oh, guess who's back?
Yes. Another filmmaker. So you were walking down the street one day and you thought, I think I'll make films.
It was a bigger story than that, but yeah, Sueños de mi hija came from my life living in Sacramento as a Latina and of my community. So I set out to make a love letter to being a Latina, punk rock music, and Sacramento, and especially my neighborhood, Gardenland. So
And when can we see the film?
that film will be on Saturday, August 19th, part of the NorCal All Stars, Part 2 at 3:30 p.m.
Okay. And I can get all this information. How can I do that?
How can you do it?
It's on the website.
It's on the
website.
what
website is that,
website?
Cecilia?
The California Film Foundation or the Sacramento.
California Film Foundation.
Yeah.
So it's CaliforniaFilm.net or SacramentoFilmFestival.com. Eeny, meeny, miny, mo.
Oh, great. Good. Thank you all for coming to talk to me about this. This is amazing. You should come back every week and talk about something. Oh, we have a B-roll? No more B-roll? Oh, okay. Oh, okay. This is
Well, I
stretching
just
out.
wanted to put one more plug in for Cinesol because
Okay.
that's where his movie's going to be playing, and that's at 1:00. And Vince, if there's one other reason that you want to give him to come to Cinesol, what would it be?
Well, to see me, of course. No.
So,
No,
I'll be there.
No.
will you be there to make the introductions?
Yes, sir. I will be there as the being the director. Yes, that's my job.
That's your job.
But I do it because I love it, and I love artists. I love actors, and I love everyone. Musician. I just love artists. This is why I do what I do. This is a labor of love.
Mm-hmm.
Everyone you see here at this table do what they do because it's a labor of love. We believe in for the cause, and as Marty said, not the applause. You know what I mean by that.
Mm-hmm.
So we're doing it for the right reasons. And as artists, we got to keep growing. We got to keep supporting each other.
Yeah.
And spreading the love and about the diversity,
Well,
about the LGBT community, all that. We're all about love. So we get that.
And you're
guess
all
what?
about great filmmaking. So
Yeah.
I want to thank you all for
Yeah.
coming. It's so amazing. So if somebody who's listening, watching, want to find out about everything,
So
what do they do again?
you got to go to that website, californiafilm.net, all lowercase, or you can go to all lowercase, SacramentoFilmFestival.com.
Yes. Yeah.
And last but not least, for CineSoul, CineSoul, CineSoul.org, O-R-G.
All right.
So you got 3 websites. Take
Okay.
your pick.
Thank you all for coming. All right.
Thank you, Ray.
We'll be back next week with LiveWire. And hopefully we'll have all these people back again sometime. And we want to thank you so much for tuning in. And so see you next week with a brand new show.
I recently had a
There was an old woman who lived in a shoe. She had so many children. She didn't know what to do.
Did you have a good day at school?